Hello everyone, welcome to my Friday weekly melt that is really late. I know, I was watching videos from other YouTubers who also didn't get the videos up last week and was posting them today. I said, you know what, I should do it. I've just been lazy, to be honest. You know, of course, Thursday was Thanksgiving. My boys were off most of the week last week, and I just was in a lazy mood, to be honest, and I still am. I don't know what's the matter. I'm kind of in a, don't want to do anything mood this last week and starting this week, I guess. And I only work one day this week, so that ought to be fun, because being home is just going to make me want to sit down and do nothing. And I noticed everybody so far that I've been watching videos has their Christmas stuff up. Normally I do right after Thanksgiving, but this year I said to myself, I'm not going to do it until December 1st, and I'm so excited that December 1st falls on a Saturday, because every year I do it right after Thanksgiving, and then a week before Christmas, I start to get, even maybe a little bit before that, I start to get sick of the Christmas music. My decorations start to get to me. It's not as exciting to me anymore as it gets closer to Christmas. So this year, I decided I'm going to wait until December 1st and put it up. Put all my Christmas stuff up and listen to Christmas music. I was listening to Christmas music yesterday, but I'm going to hold off again until December 1st because, as we all know, as the years go on, they seem to be putting Christmas music on the beginning of November. I mean, the first week of November here, there's Christmas music on the radio, so I've been not even touching those stations, which is kind of crazy, I think. So that's why you're going to see my fall stuff up. Not my Friday weekly melts video this week that I end up doing, but the following week I'll have some of my Christmas stuff up, or all of them, hopefully. So that's why you see my fall stuff still up, and that was my little brief explanation, even though it has nothing to do with this video. I'm just going to get into the video. I don't know if I have pumpkin buttercream from Yankee Candle in my videos before. I'm not sure if I have, but I didn't clean this candle for a reason. I got this from Alice and Mrs. A. Steed in one of our swaps, and I was excited because I love pumpkin buttercream, and this is in the smooth wax, and I've only had one of the candle in the smooth wax, and it was all right. I mean, the scent was good. It just got really sooty, more than the 2-wick tumblers and the marble wax. I don't get soot in those. You might get a teeny bit at the top, but the jars are just so wide in the older wax, but these ones are so much slimmer and sleeker that it just soots. Look at that. Plus, inside, that isn't all of it, though. As you can see, this wick over here is way over to the side. It was not centered properly. And look at how they were melting. I didn't trim them for a reason. And I even put this on the warmer to melt the wax so I could move the wick over and it still wouldn't move for me. So, I don't know. I really am not a fan of the smooth wax, only because it just seems like the jars are so much smaller that it just leaves so much soot, and that's why I didn't clean this. This would take me so long to clean. Look at it. It's just embedded because of that wick over there. However, I love pumpkin buttercream. It's just a nice pumpkin scent. I don't get the spicy note of anything in this. It's just pumpkin, and then you get like a nice buttercream frosting. It is so good. I really enjoyed it. I just wish that they did not come out with the smooth wax. I'm really not loving it at all, because I love the bigger 2-wick tumbler candles and the marble wax. They just they burn so much cleaner. But this one was not just a smooth wax. Like I said, look, it wasn't even scented. And I really tried to push that wick over. It just wasn't budging. And I'm like, I'm not even going to bother cleaning that, because every time I light it, it's just going to get dirty. I finished off a little candle from Tiffany Candles here in Pumpkin Pie Spice. And I think I had this in my other videos. Yes, I did. I finished it off. Not that it takes much to finish it, because it's a small one. But I used this when I was melting different tarts and things like that. I love her pumpkin pie spice. I think so far it's the best pumpkin pie spice scent out there in tart form. And I don't know in candle form, because it's a smaller one. I should have probably got a bigger candle, but it is a really nice pumpkin pie spice. It's not too spicy, and it's a strong scent. Granny's Country Candles, I finished Autumn Bounty. This is a really nice scent. It's got apples in there. It's got a little bit of spices, but it's not heavy on the spices. It's more of like a fruity scent, an autumn fruit scent with apples, but it's a very light scent, very light. it's such a shame because it is a good scent. I had to melt this in my office, because, to even be able to smell it. So it's such a shame. I'm done with pumpkin spice latte from Granny's, and this is all I still have more to go, and I've been putting these in my bathroom, but now that it's gotten this far, all I get is a sooty scent. I don't get any pumpkin spice latte. I get no scent but soot. So I'm done. I don't. Every time I light it, and it's not centered either. It's not centered in the middle, so I'm right over here. I'm getting a lot of black soot, and I think that's probably what's causing it. So I'm just done with it because it just smells so bad like soot right now. I'm going to go on with Tiffany's. I finished apple strudel, and I wish I didn't because I would have liked to have kept this in the winter time to mix it with other scents because I like apple scents in the winter. And I don't know why I rushed through this one. I was mixing it with a lot of other scents and candles and stuff. But this is a really good scent. I have a candle, an 8-ounce candle in this. And I have been melting that off and on. Though I'm finding the 8-ounce candles aren't as strong as I thought they were, at least the scents that I'm trying lately. I don't know about the new wax. I haven't tried that yet. But this is just, I can't smell anything out of this. But this was just a really good, nice apple scent with a little bit of pastry. Next, pumpkin pie spice I finished, and I've told you before in my other videos I was melting this one. I was mixing this with Harvest. Really good scents together, the two of them. Pumpkin pie spice and Harvest. It's just a really good scent with my pumpkin spice candle. Awesome. I'm going to definitely do that next year. Caramel apple, I finished up the whole thing. Love it. I love the caramel apple. It's just a nice sweet caramel with the apple scent. I had this going with different scents as well, melting at the same time, and I was using this in my son's bedroom, and he really enjoyed this. And I should have left this for his room too. I should have bought one for him because it was so good. It smelled so awesome in his room. Instead of just straight up bakery all the time. I finished up a tart of pumpkin pie spice, which I just talked about. It was melting with Harvest and things like that. And I was melting some of it with caramel apple, which was delicious. And those are the ones you've already seen. I finished Changing Seasons from Granny's, and I told you before I love this scent. It's just a nice, crisp, outdoorsy scent. And I believe there's some apples in this. This is it's kind of like a sweet apple, and then you've got like an outdoorsy note to it. It's good. And that is strong, I do have to admit. Granny's Pumpkin Cornbread Muffin. This was one of her scents of the month. It's not very strong, but if I put it in my bathroom in my Scentsy plug-in, I got a good scent though. And you got the cornbread. You got pumpkin, and you definitely got the cornbread muffin. This is a good scent. I do like it. It's just not that strong. But it is really, really good. It's a good alternative to zucchini bread. If you love zucchini bread, you would have loved that scent. Granny's Country Candles Cornbread Dressing, and I'm not sure if this is one of her new waxes or not. I think it is. I'm not sure. Might not be. I like the scent, but it only lasts, I could only smell it for maybe an hour. It was very unique. You got the cornbread note, and then you got some spices in there. Maybe a little bit of apple. It was really good, but I only got an hour scent, and then it was gone. I couldn't smell anymore. And I did use this in my 18-watt warmer. So that was disappointing. It was really good, but like I said, only an hour I smelled that. I finished up Scentsationals Warm Welcome. I've been talking about this. This is mostly everything that's in my project wax box. I finished it. So, yay! This was an awesome, awesome scent. Love it. I'm going to repurchase this again if it comes out next year. It's just nice spices. That's all it is. It's just nice fall spices. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. I think it's heavy on the spice. Finish off Better Homes and Gardens Crisp Fall Leaves. This is amazing. Actually, I like to burn this, and I wish I burned this more at the beginning of fall. As the colder days approach, like I was burning this last week, I didn't enjoy it as much because it's really cold out. This is just really nice at the start of fall when you can still have your windows open and the leaves are falling and you're raking up your leaves. Now the leaves are all down. It's just a perfect scent. It's strong. It smells like leaves. Oh, it's just amazing. This will be a repurchase for sure. Love it. Except now I know when to melt the scent, so I don't get sick of them. During Thanksgiving time, I melted a Thankful Harvest. I finished all these up. They're all empty. And I had this. I love this. This is kind of a dupe for Be Thankful from Yankee. So I had this going with a lot of Be Thankfuls from Yankee. 1, 2, and there might have been 3. I think there might have been 3, but I had them going all throughout the house on Thanksgiving, and I loved them together. It's just a really nice scent, and I know a lot of people have a hard time explaining Be Thankful, and so don't I. Be Thankful, it's a bakery kind of scent in a way, but there's no filling. It's like almost like having a pie with no filling. To me, it's like, well, there is some spices, but not too spicy at all. It's almost like you're getting everything together to make a pie, but you don't have the filling. That's the best way I can describe it, and I love it. Oh, it's so good. And I didn't get it in a candle form this year. Last year I did, and I enjoyed it so much. But this year I had so many tarts, I was like, no way. But oh my goodness, Be Thankful is amazing, and a Thankful Harvest is a really good dupe for it if you want a strong scent. It's similar. It's not the exact, but it's a pretty good dupe. Really good. It's so good. It's really hard to explain. It's just like some spices and kind of bakery, but not, I don't know. There's no filling to it. It's really, really complex. Macintosh Apple. Well, Macintosh from Yankee. This is really good. This is a votive. So I cut this in half and used it in 2 separate warmers in my family room, and it smelled amazing in there. Definitely love the votives and cutting them in half. They're super strong. Love it, love it, love it. And in my mixology, of course, I did another one of Harvest. Oh, I'm sorry. Harvest Welcome. Harvest. And Harvest. And I've mentioned this before. These 3 in your mixology votive holder from Yankees is so good. It's a strong scent. The Harvest Welcome mixed with the 2 Harvest just gives it that pop to really make the scent strong. Loved it. Loved it. I will be doing that next year if they come out with, I know they'll have Harvest, but Harvest Welcome I'm not sure about. I melted a votive. Actually cut this. Apple Pumpkin. I enjoyed this so much. I loved the scent. I was so sad when my candle was gone, and then I saw I had a votive in this, so I cut it in half, put it in 2 warmers, 2 separate warmers in my family room, and amazing. This is the best scent by far for fall that Yankee came out with this year. I know they've had it before, but I think this is my favorite fall scent from Yankee. This and Be Thankful. These 2 are amazing. They'd be amazing to mix together. I don't know why I didn't think of doing that, because that would be the filling inside the Be Thankful. I'll have to think of that. I'll have to remember that for next year. I'll have to write it down. Seasons Blessings was in a votive. I cut it in half. I put the whole thing in my kitchen, kept it in for half an hour, and poured it back out. It was way too strong for me. I don't know what's in it. It's just, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I can't even describe it. It wasn't in long. It was just super, super, super strong. I melted pumpkin pie and spiced pumpkin in my son's room, not at the same time, 2 separate times. They were really good in his room. I had these going in his 14-watt warmer, and they both gave a great scent throw in his bedroom. So I'm glad I melted them in his room instead of the larger room, because they just lasted the whole day. They smelled so good. Lavender Vanilla, this is my last one, and I savored it, every single drop of scent that came out of this. I love this, and it's such a shame I can't find the exact dupe in this from anybody. It's very hard to find this. No one has this yet, an exact dupe. It's just a nice, soft lavender. It's not too overpowering with the lavender. It's just a nice, soft lavender with a nice layer of vanilla. It is the perfect, relaxing scent forever. It's just it's not really strong. That's why I'm hoping to someday find a vendor that makes this scent exactly like Yankees, so I can stock up on it, because it is an amazing, relaxing scent. Melted another Harvest Tart, which I mixed with a lot of other scents, apples and things like that, I believe. Toasty Marshmallow from Country Home Scents. This is the real marshmallow. And I had this for a while, and I put this in my bedroom in either my 14 or 17 watt warmer, and it was so good. This was delicious. Oh my goodness. It was a nice, sweet, candy-like marshmallow scent. And what I mean by candy-like is you actually got the toastiness of the marshmallow. It wasn't a creamy marshmallow. It was actually that toastiness and then that sweet sugar of a marshmallow. It was amazing. This was delicious. Oh, was that good. And I was afraid it wouldn't have a scent throw because I've had it for so long. I finished off Front Porch Ultimate Bakery. We all know this scent. It's just a nice bakery scent. It's got a lot of spices in there. A big kick. I mean, it really has a kick to it, and I love it. I have this in a candle form, but I have to say the candle form is not the same as tart form. It doesn't smell the same, which you'll notice that in a lot of, even with Yankees, the candle smells a little more different than the tart and stuff. But I do enjoy, I love it, and I think I love it better in tart form than I do in candle form. The candle form I get a little more sick of because it just reminds me of a donut more than this Ultimate Bakery reminds me of it, kind of like a donut, but it's got more spices, more kick to it. Ava's Country Cupboard and Pumpkin Pancakes. This was a good scent. I put this in my son's bedroom. It was just a nice mixture of pumpkin and a pancake mix. It was really good, and it wasn't spicy at all. It was just a creamy pumpkin pancake. Really good. Now some disappointing things. Ava's Country Cupboard. Now for some reason, these were the ones that were the bars, the bricks. And this is Autumn Harvest. And these are really good scents. I love this scent. You know, it smells of outdoors notes with some spices and things to it. But for some reason, when I put this in my warmer, it didn't last as long as her big, huge tarts do. I don't know why. I was switching them up in different warmers. I have no idea. I'm going to try my winter ones that I have. But before, when I ordered from her, these lasted me a while in my low watt warmer. So I don't know. I was kind of disappointed because I maybe only got 3 hours of scent throw, which is disappointing because usually it lasts me longer. Same with Autumn Reef from Ava's Country Cupboard. This was really good scent, and I mixed these up with other scents, and I'm just not going to get into all that because it would take me forever. But this was just a really nice Autumn Reef. It was amazing. It would smell really good if you had Autumn Reef from Yankee Candle. It's just, it didn't last that long. So what I did is at the end, I took big, huge chunks, like maybe, well, you don't see the tart here. It's a big square. It reminds me of a candy bar. Hershey's candy bar. It's got all the little squares. And I used to put the top layer of 4 squares in, and that would be enough. But now I had to put 6 in to get at least maybe 4 or 5 hours scent throw. So I had to put a little bit more than I used to, but this was a really nice scent. This is your classic Autumn Reef. Now, Pumpkin Marshmallow from Candlestick Keep Room. I already discussed this before. This one I don't think I would repurchase. I kind of got sick of it. The marshmallow smelled kind of funny after a while. You got the pumpkin, and it was a different marshmallow. It wasn't like a real marshmallow scent. So I had to definitely mix this up with other scents and other candles because at first I loved it, but then I started to get sick of it, maybe because I was melting it so much. So I don't think I would repurchase that one. Pumpkin Cheesecake. This was a nice scent, however, it wasn't that strong, unfortunately. But I don't know, it could have been just me. I was melting so many things to try to get wicked strong scents going in my sunroom. My family room, I should say. So I don't know if that's the problem or what was going on. I might have to change my warmers around. But this was a nice pumpkin scent, and it definitely has a cheesecake note. It just wasn't as strong as I'm used to it being. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why. Like I said, my nose was acting real funny when I was melting all these. I've talked about this. Pumpkin creme brulee. Finished this up. It's just a nice pumpkin and a very rich creme brulee scent. I finished up my fall festival, which was really good. I had this in another video. I would definitely get this in a bag next year. It was awesome. It just has nice spices in there. Might have some pumpkin. It's just delicious, and it smells really good if you're melting. Actually, I was melting a lot of these with Harvest Festival from Yankee or something like that, the swirl candle, and smelled a lot of these. I was melting anything that had Festival or Harvest. I had going with that candle, and I loved it. This is so good. And then apple butter caramel from Candles from the Keep 'Em in my finish, and this was a good scent. Smelled the apple, you got the buttery, but it wasn't too buttery, and you got the sweet caramel. It smells really good. Now I wish I kind of had that still, but I don't. So that's everything. I finished this. Look, I finished everything from my Project Wax. I'm going to show you. See? Finished it all. So I'm so excited. The only thing I have is just Granny's Country candles, candy corn that I will try to finish up this week before I start my winter scents. And I'm sorry, this video is just kind of fast. Well, I know it's not fast. I know it's a long video, but I went fast with the descriptions because I've already talked about all these scents. I've been melting them over and over again because I was I was finishing up everything in my Project Wax bin, and I'm done with that. So, and I haven't started a new one yet because I'm going to be melting winter scents. So, I might not. I don't know. Put more in a bin. I might put all my winter scents in this. That way I know to grab my winter scents, and then I can look in my storage area if I want something different. Just so I know where my winter scents is. So, because what happens is that some of them get, I have my bins, and some of the scents get tucked underneath, and when I move them around, and I forget I have them. So I might actually put some in a bin and just put all the ones that I want to melt for the winter time out. So that's everything. Like I said, I'm sorry this video is all over the place. Thanks so much for watching, and have a wonderful week. Bye.